was the last match qualifying for the women's, and it was the case of.
There was Stephanie
Mhm.
Vaquer taking on Ivy Nile and Liv Morgan. Uh, we just saw with Stephanie Vaquer being the newest member of the Raw roster,
Mhm.
and a big surprise that Stephanie Vaquer won the match. I always thought it was gonna be Liv Morgan.
Mhm.
Of course, got distracted by Roxanne Perez as always. But it's
Yeah.
funny because Stephanie Vaquer will be fighting twice
Mhm.
on the same day. First, she's going to be at Worlds Collide teaming up with Lola Vice to take on two members of the AAA roster of women.
Mhm.
And now winning the qualifying match for the Money in the Bank
Yeah.
women's, she'll be in the one of the six women to be qualifying for the match. And
Yeah.
it'll be funny and surprising if she does win the qualifying Money in the Bank.
I mean, well, she won the qualifying match, Money in the
Well, I'm
Bank.
talking about the ladder match at Money in
Well,
the Bank this
it's
Saturday.
not wrong. I'm not saying it's wrong. We know clearly that this is for the actual ratings. We have to admit it. There's something special with Stephanie Vaquer. It really costed. It really took kind of like 1 year almost. I remember when she came, it was a little bit hard for her to enter to the actual right to the actual show and everything because because she was supposed to had already signed the contract with WWE, and it looked like for some reason it took a little bit extra because of I don't know a visa thing and all the process. It took a little bit, right?
Yeah.
But the moment that she entered on NXT, she started like just conquering and stepping, like establishing herself in such a way and demanding that, I need the title in the good sense. It's going to cost me, but I'm going to pay the price. So you could tell the difference with Stephanie Vaquer right now, because in case you didn't know my friend, and you can also correct us in the comment section, for what we understand and whatever she's been saying before, it looks like WWE, they went to Chile for, we're talking about 10 years ago, kind of, or 12, I guess. So it started over there. Like she was looking for that opportunity in such a very, very long time ago. Meaning of like she couldn't be accepted at that moment. But like she said it also in the interview, right? She said clearly, like, if it was for me, I was gonna continue, looking forward and reach to that moment to get in there, get in that company. So even though it took a little while to go to Mexico, to go to Japan, and to go around the world to get finally in the actual place, it's really, really impressive and really, I would say, you know, respectable. Definitely. I really like the idea. You can tell that it's been a process for her. It was not like, oh my God, she's the daughter or whoever. No, this is not like a Charlotte Flair thing. You can tell the actual flavor of somebody
And,
who has cost so
and it's
much.
funny because
Mm-hmm.
when she started in NXT, Julia
Mm-hmm.
she was announced before that she was coming to NXT to
Exactly.
WWE, and Julia came after her,
Mm-hmm.
and Julia started first in NXT than her
Exactly.
when she was already announced she was going to be in
Mm-hmm.
NXT.
Exactly.
And she came to NXT a few months later than Julia has started
Mm-hmm.
before she even was announced.
Mm-hmm.
So now coming up so fast to this where she's at this type
Mm-hmm.
of the highest she's at
Yeah.
right now. She's the first time double champion at NXT, winning both titles of the women for the
Exactly.
first time, being drafted to the main roster in less than 3 months. I would say probably less or
4 months.
four
No,
months,
5 actually. It took
five
it took a
months.
while. Yeah, it took a while. It didn't take.
So
Mm-hmm.
not less than a year. She's been drafted
Yeah,
already to the main
exactly.
roster.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot that Stephanie has accomplished, and hopefully she's gonna accomplish more. And when she's here
Of
in on Monday
course.
Night Raw,
It's just it looks like when you get momentum, that momentum as a wrestler, I notice, I might be wrong. You your only work from now on for you if you wanna have success completely is to keep the loop, keep momentum. If you do not continue the momentum, of course, you're gonna disappear. We know,
and if
but
she
that's the way it is
and if she
here.
does win the Money in the Bank
Mm-hmm.
or whatever tries to do it, She's the first Latina to do it in WWE.
Well, yeah.
The first
Well,
Latina,
you mean female?
female Latina
Yeah,
to
female
do it.
Latina.
Female
Exactly.
Latina to do it.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
let's
That is
see
so
how it goes
true.
with her.
But coming back to the topic, we have to, I would say it like this too. I noticed this pattern. I might be wrong. I don't know. I'm not sure. But look, Triple H, for some reason, this year for 2025, it looks like now he's considering for the pay per views, for the live events, considering the ones that they have not had any type of pay per views or any type of matches in such a way. Liv Morgan, it was common sense that either he was going to qualify because maybe she's on top. It looks like she's not on top anymore. You could say that now.
But you have to understand that it's not
Exactly.
that she's not on top. She's
She
a tag
was.
team
She
champion.
was. Yeah. But right
So
now,
they
she's
want
a
her
tag
to
team.
defend their tag team championships
Mhm.
against tag team,
Exactly.
not being a
That's
one
true.
on one.
That's true.
That's what's going on there.
That's what's going on. That's what I'm saying. But also, apart from it, it looks like definitely Liv Morgan now she has to focus, like you said it, for the tag team division, tag team
Right.
championship. And Ivy Nile, I'm not saying he's wrong. It looks like for some wrestlers, yes, they need a little bit much more. I'm not saying training because I really find it really strong and all this stuff. I don't know. It looks for I could be wrong. Sometimes when they put you in a faction thing, in a trio thing, you're the woman of the team or something. I don't know. It doesn't work. I don't know if it's my imagination. It happened to Zelina Vega. It didn't work. Being an LWO, it was supposed to be Zelina Vega on her own. And that's the moment when you see Zelina Vega qualifying for this United States Championship. What's better, to be in a faction or not to be? I mean, is it my imagination?
It all goes what it goes. So.
Exactly. But anywho, you can let us know in the comment section what do you think about this one so far. It's definitely now completely, I would say, completely confirmed the actual 6 ladies, 6 women, and the Money in the Bank pay-per-view event is gonna be Rhea Ripley, Roxanne Perez, Julia, Stephanie Vaquer, Alexa Bliss,
and
and
Naomi.
Naomi.